Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to this bilingual news hour on television. Thank you for being with us. Nadine, you have the first part of the discussion.
Exactly, Babila Jonathan. Mesdames et messieurs, bonjour. Merci d'honorer ce rendez-vous de l'information sur Équinoxe Télévision. L'actualité sportive en ouverture de ce journal qui, des requins bleus du Cap-Vert ou de la Bafana d'Afrique du Sud décrocheront le ticket de qualification pour les demi-finales de la CAN 2023. Les deux équipes s'affrontent ce samedi au stade Charles Konan-Banni de Yamoussoukro à 21 h en quart de finale de cette compétition. Hier, en conférence de presse avant-match, ils ont livré chacun, notamment les ambitions d'aller plus loin possible dans la compétition. Le reportage de Fabrice Edomou et Eric Florent Watat.
Le duel entre les Bafana d'Afrique du Sud et les requins bleus du Cap-Vert s'annonce comme l'un des temps forts des quarts de finale de la CAN 2023. Après avoir brillamment éliminé le Maroc, première nation africaine et demi-finaliste de la Coupe du Monde à 8e de finale, Hugo Broos et ses hommes comptent aborder leur prochain défi avec confiance.
When you want to compare that game of Saturday and the game of Tuesday, I think there is no difference. It will be as tough as Tuesday, that we know already.
Les requins bleus, auteurs d'une brillante performance depuis le début du tournoi, se démarquent notamment par la meilleure attaque, totalisant 10 réalisations. Ils aspirent désormais s'affirmer sur la scène continentale lors de cette rencontre cruciale contre l'Afrique du Sud.
On veut gagner tous les matchs, vu qu'on est des compétiteurs et demain on va venir jouer ce match pour le gagner, vu que de toute façon il y aura une seule équipe qui pourra passer. Et notre seule ambition, c'est gagner, c'est la victoire.
Au-delà de l'objectif de qualification pour les deux équipes, Hugo Broos vise un deuxième titre de champion d'Afrique après celui remporté en 2017 au Gabon en tant que sélectionneur des Lions indomptables.
Certainly a motivation for all my players. That is so long ago that South Africa played the semi-final, or let's talk maybe a final. So that motivates us to do as good as the guys of '96. So that is normal when you are a sportsman. You want to do great things, and I know that my players will do that.
Les requins bleus de leur côté sont déterminés à décrocher leur première qualification en demi-finale de CAN en 4 participations.
On est quasiment sur un sans faute, et je pense que si vous voulez prendre du plaisir, je pense que ça va être ce match-là où vous allez pouvoir prendre du plaisir. Il y aura 2 très belles équipes et ça va être un top match, j'en doute pas en tout cas.
Qui remportera la bataille titanesque entre Bafana et requins bleus? La réponse, c'est ce samedi dès 21 h au stade Charles Konan-Banni de Yamoussoukro.
Et signalons qu'avant cette rencontre, à 18 h, le pays organisateur, la Côte d'Ivoire, sera face au Mali à 18 h. L'actualité à présent au plan national, les violations du prix de transport restent une préoccupation sur le corridor Douala-Bangui, Douala-Djamna. Pour adresser donc cette question, les acteurs du fret et des syndicats proposent la tolérance zéro envers les réfractaires. Le reportage de la Fleur signée. Toutes nos excuses pour la qualité de cet élément. Nous y reviendrons dans nos prochaines éditions d'information. Et parlons de l'affaire Hervé Bobda, le sieur donc accusé de viol en série vient de passer sa 3e, notamment sa 4e nuit en garde à vue à la division de la police judiciaire du littoral à Douala, alors qu'après l'arrestation de cet homme d'affaires placé, notamment l'enquête sur les infractions qui pèsent contre lui. D'autres précisions dans ce reportage de Giressio Padonal Brice Camgan.
A démarré à la division régionale de la police judiciaire du littoral. Les enquêteurs ont pour mission d'écouter toutes les femmes censées avoir été sexuellement abusées par le sieur Hervé Bobda, les témoins et toute autre personne pouvant contribuer à la manifestation de la vérité. C'est ce travail qui permettra de déterminer les infractions à partir des faits et preuves. S'il est retenu contre le suspect le motif de viol, la peine court jusqu'à 10 ans de prison.
C'est l'article 296 du Code pénal qui dit justement qu'est puni d'un emprisonnement de 5 à 10 ans celui qui, à l'aide de violences physiques ou morales, contraint une personne, même pubère, à avoir des relations sexuelles avec lui.
Autre motif évoqué dans les témoignages des victimes supposées, la séquestration. D'après l'article 291 du Code pénal, la séquestration est punie d'une peine de prison comprise entre 10 et 20 ans.
En cours, en IA 2B, en cours une peine de 10 à 20 ans, c'est-à-dire ça devient un crime, si la séquestration est accompagnée de sévices moraux et corporels.
En fonction des infractions retenues, le tribunal compétent pourrait changer. Les accusations de menaces sous condition sont des délits et appellent les tribunaux d'instance, alors que les menaces avec arme à feu convoquent les tribunaux militaires. Autre précision, les actes renvoyant au crime au sens de la loi pénale sont de la compétence des tribunaux de grande instance. S'agissant de la possibilité de bénéficier de la liberté provisoire,
si contre lui, on ne retient que des délits, il va de soi qu'il pourrait bénéficier de cette largesse, à savoir la mise en liberté. Mais si contre lui on a retenu des crimes, à savoir crimes passibles de peine de mort ou d'emprisonnement à vie, à savoir comme le meurtre qui est passé d'emprisonnement à vie, logiquement, il ne devrait pas en bénéficier. Là, en ce moment-là, il a encore une peine allant de 10 à 20 ans et on parlera de crime, dans le cas qui nous intéresse.
La procédure pourrait prendre du temps, à commencer par le travail d'enquête des officiers de police judiciaire. Ce sont les rapports qui serviront de base de travail aux magistrats qui peuvent eux-mêmes requalifier les faits, selon les cas.
Un public reportage à présent. Orange Cameroun réitère son soutien aux Lions indomptables malgré la élimination de la CAN 2023. Le leader du paiement mobile au Cameroun a d'ailleurs mobilisé ses abonnés pour pouvoir vivre en direct les temps forts de ce grand rendez-vous du football africain. Reportage.
Mobile Orange Cameroun excelle une fois encore, tout comme depuis des décennies, dans l'accompagnement et le soutien aux Lions indomptables. Pour cette grande messe du football africain, 34e édition qui se déroule en Côte d'Ivoire, la compagnie de télécommunications, grand sponsor de l'équipe nationale du pays, a tenu à apporter tout le confort à ses milliers d'abonnés ainsi qu'aux joueurs pour rendre ces moments riches en émotions afin de respecter ses missions d'entreprise citoyenne. Entre voyages tout frais payés pour la Côte d'Ivoire offerts, des gadgets distribués, Orange Cameroun a également mis en place plusieurs fan zones à travers le pays. C'est le cas au parcours Vita de Douala, où le leader du paiement mobile au Cameroun permet à tous de vibrer au rythme de cette compétition dans de meilleures conditions.
Orange Cameroun est supporter des Lions indomptables du Cameroun depuis plusieurs décennies. Nous avons, dans le cadre de cette Coupe d'Afrique des Nations, engagé plusieurs actions pour permettre à la population camerounaise de vivre l'événement. Nous avons eu des jeux tombola qui ont permis de faire voyager des Camerounais qui sont allés donc en Côte d'Ivoire. Et pour ceux qui n'ont pas pu voyager, on est sur le terrain, on est dans la fan zone ici du parcours Vita.
Malgré l'élimination du Cameroun en 8e de finale, Orange Cameroun reste fidèle dans son soutien.
Donc voilà, le Cameroun n'a pas gagné, mais on reste des supporters et on est confiant que l'équipe va se redresser. Un grand champion, ce n'est pas celui qui gagne tout le temps, c'est celui qui sait se redresser, même en cas de défaite.
Cette action d'Orange Cameroun de célébrer le football avec ses populations est saluée par tous.
Si nous sommes là aujourd'hui, c'est pour vous présenter la culture otaku. La culture otaku rassemble tous les passionnés de jeux vidéo, dessins animés et films d'animation. En ce jour, on se retrouve au parcours Vita, soutenu par Orange, pour proposer des contenus divers et variés. Nous remercions donc Orange de nous avoir soutenus dans ce mouvement qui ne cesse de prendre de l'ampleur et on espère que dans les années à venir, on pourra encore faire mieux.
Grâce à Orange Cameroun, nous sommes présents dans 4 villes en ce moment, à Garoua, à Bafoussam, à Yaoundé, au parcours Vita de Makepe Douala, mais aussi à la fan zone de Bonassama. Et à cette occasion, nous avons organisé une compétition de e-football.
Ces offres exceptionnelles, faites par le leader du paiement mobile au Cameroun pour cette édition de la CAN, s'ajoutent aux multiples actions menées par ce géant de télécommunications pour le plus grand bonheur de ses milliers d'abonnés.
Et la suite de ce journal, c'est avec vous, Babila Jonathan.
Right, Nadine, we begin in sports. Nigeria And of course, the Democratic Republic of Congo are the first two teams that have qualified for the semi-finals of the ongoing 2023 Africa Cup of Nations in Cote d'Ivoire. The both teams defeated their opponents at the quarterfinals yesterday, and our special envoy Magic and Gabriel spoke to a Zimbabwean journalist who now analyzes the competition this far.
It is all ended here at the Felix Houphouët-Boigny Stadium here in Abidjan, where the Super Eagles of Nigeria have picked up their qualification ticket to the next round of the African Cup of Nations. It was a one-goal thriller, a goal that was scored by a Lookman that gave the Super Eagles of Nigeria the ticket to the next round of the competition, and they are expected to take on either Cape Verde or South Africa at the semi-finals level. And you know, it is a competition which is covered by many journalists, and many of these journalists do have their own take about this competition. All right, with me we have a journalist from Rwanda. She will be sharing her experience about this competition this far. Annette, good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Good. So I want to find out from you, we sat on the same place, we watched Nigerians game. What are your impressions as a journalist following up this Nations Cup?
I think Nigeria did a great job, and also they knew that it was not going to be easy for them, like the way Angola challenged them. But in the end, they showed that they are a big team, and one goal from Lookman was enough for them to defend like the way they have been doing it, because we have to remember that Nigeria is one of the best teams in this tournament who was able to defend very well, because they managed so far to score 6 goals and they have been conceded 1.
Now, the last tricky question, do you see them at the finals and maybe taking the cup, though you're not from Nigeria?
I think here everything is possible, because we have seen a lot from the beginning of this competition, and also Nigeria as a nation, it's a nation of football. You know, they had great players. Even though right now Osmehen, he's not yet to find net, but it doesn't mean that he loses his status as a player. So I do hope that they have still a chance, but also any club here, it's possible. But now since they get to the semi-finals, why not they can get there? They have chances as well.
All right, so generally, Annette, what can you tell us about this competition? Rwanda is not here, but you're present. What do you think about it?
What do I think? Why Rwanda is not here, or the competition? What I think about the competition, I think the competition has been amazing so far, because we see different scenes. We see teams like Namibia, we see teams like Cape Verde, they came and they changed the game. We see Senegal, we see Tunisia, we see Ghana, we see Cameroon, all those teams went out. We see Morocco, we see South Africa demonstrated themselves in this tournament. I think we had good times, but also we have to put in our mind that African football has changed, and whoever who prepared himself has to win. Not just that you're holding big names in your team or the history you have made in football. I think everything is possible now. That's what I can tell you.
Right, thank you very much, Annette, and I'm sure you're going to have a good tournament in Cote d'Ivoire. Okay, it's ended here. Nigeria is the first nation to pick up their semi-final ticket, and of course you understand that it was a great celebration, great one year, as Nigerians all enjoyed their day. That is it out here at the Felix Houphouët-Boigny Stadium. Joel Esenge, Smart Njiken Gabriel at the Felix Houphouët-Boigny Stadium for Équinoxe Television News.
Annette Mugabo, sports journalist from Rwanda, speaking there to our own Smart Njiken Gabriel, and he also went further to talk to the coach of Angola and some of the players who acknowledge the superiority of the Nigerian squad. And of course, the team suffered a 0-1 defeat against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Now take a listen to Pedro Gonçalves and Alfredo Ribeiro in this chat with Smart Njiken Gabriel.
Tough match against a powerful country in the continent. For sure, Nigeria started like a favorite, and we made our pet and create a dream, not only in the team but in all the citizens inside home. So I'm very grateful for my players, for my team coaches, for my staff. And unfortunately, in that phase of the tournament, the matches are very, very close, and we concede a goal in the mistake. We made opportunities, but our opportunities doesn't score. Congratulations to Nigeria.
It was not easy team. It's one very solid team. They just conceded one goal, and it will be hard for us. He try, he get chance. Also for the future. But I can say we are very, very proud of my team.
And we also captured the reactions of the head coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria and two other players after that encounter. Now take a listen to Jose Pesero, Kelvin Chinedu, and William Ekong. He spoke to Smanji Kangebre.
They play a great match one time more. We didn't concede goals. You score one. You could score more in offensive transition. I think you could do better against one good team. It's a good team. I am happy. Our team is happy. Super is happy because sure, the people, Nigerian people, are happy in this moment. 250 million in the world. They're happy. Shake for them.
Thank God we were able to be victorious, and all glory to God. We've been playing as a team, playing together, and we're just going to keep that going until the semi-finals. And we're just going to prepare well and make sure we know their strengths and try to eliminate their strengths. That's it.
I feel very happy. I think we played well today. It wasn't the most beautiful game, but I don't really care. The most important is to win. I think we've been playing in tournaments before where we played well in the group stage. When it came to the knockout round, we might have played good football, but we didn't win the game. So the most important objective now is to get to the final. Now we have one more big hurdle in front of us, the semi-final against Cape Verde, South Africa. We'll see. But I think the fighting spirit that this team is displaying, the togetherness, the defending together, the attacking together, is something that I'm very proud of, and I think it's going to carry us along.
Human trafficking, a growing threat to life and the well-being of Cameroonians, and this is as a result of some security threats affecting the country in the northwest, southwest, and even in the far north region of the country. And civil society organizations in partnership with journalism associations like the Cameroon English-speaking Journalists Association, Camesearch, Douala chapter, and now stepping up efforts to put an end or to press for an end or to curb this ill in the Cameroonian society. Anabila reports.
All human beings are born equal, but are hardly treated equally by the society, especially in the African context. It is commonplace to see people involved in child or human trafficking in Cameroon, thereby violating their basic human rights to freedom. What exactly is human trafficking?
Human trafficking is the recruitment, the transfer, the harboring of a human being with the intention to exploit the person's labor and other related satisfaction from the perpetrator.
Children and other minors are those severely affected by this phenomenon, especially those from vulnerable backgrounds, sold or given out as domestic servants.
When you take a child from far interlands of Cameroon who does not live in a house that is electrified, that is water contained, and so on and so forth, this is what they use to brainwash the child, to think that they are offering the child greater opportunities. But what the child does, or what the person does, is what the person who has recruited is benefiting from.
Civil society actors and journalists in Cameroon have a role to play on how to combat traffic of humans.
The role of civil society is first and foremost to educate the population. Because there are those who are trafficked, they don't even know that they are in the trafficking ring. They don't even know that somebody is exploiting them. They give them very little facilities, and they use that to exploit them.
Human trafficking is outrightly punishable by the law.
The sanctions ranges from 1 year to 20 years, and it is also punitive financially. The law expects the perpetrator to pay between 10,000 francs to 10 million francs.
The human rights and peace advocacy CRAPAR says it is imperative all join hands against the destruction of children's future through human trafficking.
Aya Joseph, Executive Director of the Center for Human Rights and Peace Advocacy, CRAPAR, Human Rights Office of the United Nations, speaking there to Anapila, is one of the organizations pressing mounting pressure on the authorities in Cameroon to take more action, to go the extra mile to curb the ill of human trafficking in the Republic of Cameroon. Now on to something else. Orange Cameroon, the major supporter of the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon and the 34th edition of the Africa Cup of Nations in the Côte d'Ivoire, says it will continue to support the Indomitable Lions despite their elimination from the continental competition. Details with Cedric Chakutio, who tells us more about what Orange Cameroon has been doing so far to support the Lions, to support the competition, and of course fans and supporters of football.
Orange Cameroon, major sponsor of the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon and of the 34th edition of the Africa Cup of Nations, is providing maximum comfort to its thousands of subscribers. Through the Maxi Caravan, Orange Cameroon has been offering gadgets and free trips for football fans to Côte d'Ivoire.
We are here to support the Indomitable Lion. Unfortunately, today we are not winning. Actually, we lost against the Super Eagles of Nigeria, but we are still supporters of our Lions. And a great champion is not always about winning. It's also about losing and being able to come back. And we believe that our Lions will come back.
For those who remain in Cameroon, the leader of mobile payments in Cameroon has set up fan zones where fans are enjoying the competition.
In this AFCON, Orange Cameroon has been there to make sure that the population can follow our Lions everywhere. And we took some people to Yamoussoukro to support the Lions, some other people to Abidjan to support the Lions, and for those people who were not able to travel, we are here in the different fan zones. So we have the fan zone here in Douala, in the Pakou Vita, so where we are today. We have also other fan zones in almost all the regions of Cameroon. So we are there to make sure that the population can take part of this AFCON, which is actually a great competition for all African countries.
Subscribers express satisfaction with the action of Orange Cameroon.
La culture otaku rassemble tous les passionnés de jeux vidéo, dessins animés et films d'animation. On est une communauté de plus en plus grandissante au Cameroun et c'est pourquoi
the otaku culture has put in place this stand, this to promote the manga games, which are new in Africa and Cameroon.
La commune en celle-ci propose en son sein plusieurs activités qui tendent à éduquer la jeunesse sur les techniques d'art graphique.
Supported by Orange Cameroon, we could help youth discover these games and discipline.
Nous avons soutenu dans ce mouvement.
Grâce à Orange Cameroun, nous sommes présents dans 4 villes en ce moment.
Thanks to Orange Cameroon, we are present in 4 towns, Garoua, Yaoundé, Bafoussam and Douala at Pakou Vita, and also another fan zone in Bonasama.
Nous avons organisé une compétition de e-football.
For this occasion, an e-football competition was organized where all the players are accepted, and on the 10th of February, a big final will be organized at this fan zone.
Tous ces vainqueurs de chaque ville.
With this, the Best Telephone Network is feeding its hundreds of thousands of customers with good memories of the 34th edition of the Africa Cup of Nations.
And that's it for now. We'll be coming back at 4 p.m. with more news. Do stay with us, Nadine.
Merci Babila Jonathan. Mesdames et messieurs, c'est la fin de ce journal. Merci de nous avoir suivis. Bon week-end à tous et à toutes.